So before the age of 40, I just bought the last two belts I'm ever going to buy, and I want to go through them with you right now. So I'm wearing a belt that I've probably been wearing for 20 years straight, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But why don't I put the camera up on the camera stand here? I'm going to bring you to the workbench and show you what I got. So here are the belts I bought, and I'm not even going to bury the lead for you guys. What I bought was two belts from Hank's Belts. So they're an American company, leathers from America, and from everything I can tell, these are heavy duty, great quality. I did a lot of research online, went on Reddit, talked to people, and everything I heard was you got to try Hank's belts. So I am stoked to try these, and maybe I'll go over a few of the details and things I learned in the process. I'll say that combined, I spent about $170 for both belts. So this brown belt, this is the everyday belt. So you can see it's made in the USA, come with a 100-year guarantee. That was about $75. And then this other belt, the Highland, my black belt, that was, what was it? About $130. So you'd say, it's close to $200 for two belts. Now, I will say, Hank's is always doing different deals on their website. They had them through the holidays. I don't know if it was 20% off. I guess it would have been, because I saved about $40 on my total order. So, I'd check out their website, maybe sign up, and you'll be able to get into whatever deal they're having at the moment. And if there isn't one now, I'm sure one will come. But yeah, and just to give you a quick story, I've been wearing the same belt for 20 years. And funny enough, so setting these aside, this puppy, I bought, heck, I think my mom bought at American Eagle when I was in high school. And I have worn this every day since that time. Now there was moments at my job, it's a professional setting, where we had to wear dress pants and ties, and those are the dark days, and so I had to wear a black belt with black pants and shoes. So obviously I wasn't wearing this puppy. But when I got home and changed, it was right back into this. So I don't know who the supplier was for American Eagle in the early 2000s, but they did a fantastic job. And I was thinking, if they could do that with this belt, imagine what a real belt from a real manufacturer that puts a superb emphasis on quality and materials, how long could that belt last? And so I've asked myself too, why should I get rid of this belt? It's worked. It's working. Could I get another 20 years out of this? And I had some friendly discussion with others on this. But there is some stitching starting to go here. Not that I couldn't fix that, and even if it went, it's not going to really change the function of this buckle. But it does have a kind of a nasty curve to it, probably from just hanging all those years on my jeans. Actually, I had to drill another hole in the leather, and it's actually funny how long that's lasted. I may have lost a couple pounds, but it's probably due to all the stretching of wearing this belt for so long that I had to do that. But yeah, there is some cracking going on. So perhaps its stays are limited. It would have been real interesting to do an experiment to see how many years I could have got out of this. But I'm sure my mother spent $20 on this at the time when I was in high school, and it has worked flawlessly. But I decided that it's time to graduate to something a little bit nicer. So again, going into the Highland, what could I say? I mean, this is a heavy duty belt. Again, it's called the Everyday Belt. This is 1.5 inches thick. This is made from a solid 13-ounce steer hide. This belt ain't gonna sag, won't stretch excessively at least. These holes, those aren't gonna break like a lot of belts that you get at just a typical department store. This is full grain, solid leather. So you'll see a lot of belts out there that say they're full leather or genuine leather or whatever marketing terms they may use. Obviously, there's a lot of products out there that are fake leather, and I'll get into that a bit with my old work belt. But this is full grain. You can do the research online, but the way they cut this off the hide, where it's from on the hide, is vastly important for the belt. So if you're looking for something, the leather good, you want full grain leather. That's going to be the best quality. So on the buckle, this is like a black powder coated piece. I could have went without that. If it scuffs off, that is fine to me. Silver would have been nice. They just didn't have that option. But it's a nice look. But that doesn't really matter to me. Pretty heavy duty loop here with the rivets. I got a size 34. I should mention they have very good instructions on their website with sizing. So you could take your current belt and they'll have you measure it from the buckle to the hole that you use on the belt, and that can give you an exact size of where you or what size you need to get a belt, and they'll try to get it to that holes in the middle of what you would actually use. So go to their website. You can get real easy sizing and figure out what belt you should have. If you carry tool belts, if you concealed carry, if you have any other needs, they'll show you also how to plus up a size as well. So I have a dedicated belt actually for carrying tools or other things, if you know what I'm talking about. But this is a heavy duty belt from Crossbreed. Let's see if I can get that logo in there. But they make very, very heavy duty belts, heavy duty leather. This is going to be a size or two bigger, so I can carry stuff in my waistband. It's got the roller buckle, so you can really cinch down the pressure on it. But video's not really about this belt, and it's not one that I wear very often. So yeah, back to this one, this everyday belt. It's 1.5 inches thick, so it's going to be a little bit wider than this belt, which is only 1.25 inches. 100-year warranty. I expect that I am never going to wear or need another belt ever again. I did go with another black belt as well, and again, I'll tell you why I'm replacing my current work belt. But again, funerals, weddings, whatever nice occasions, you got to have a black option, right? So this one's probably not going to see too many days a year out of the closet, but I wanted that classic buckle, the steel stainless buckle. It's got the roller on it, so again, you can put on the tension. Hopefully that I don't need too much leverage when I'm putting this on, but just heavy duty hardware, leather. I expect both of these to have a nice patina over time. This one, I believe, is a dual layer. So some English bridal leather. It's vegetable tanned. I think I read that they use, like a mimosa powder, which is from some tree bark from Africa to, give it this rich finish. So again, and, with this vegetable tanning process, this takes them a long time to do. I think it was 6 weeks from rawhide to a finished leather belt. Just think about how fast a factory today probably spits out a belt. Do you think it's 6 weeks? I'm sure it's less than 6 minutes. So, a lot of spurling is hand done. Everything about the process, is done by a person and a craftsman that, knows their craft and puts a lot of quality into these products. So I'm very stoked to be trying these out. Again, this one's 1.25 inches, so it's going to be a little bit thinner, but I think that's going to be a better profile for dress pants overall. So if I go into kind of what I've been using at work, whenever I do need to dress up or I need to go to a special event, I just had this guy. So, I like the look of it. I like the buckle. I like the thinness and the black finish on this belt. It is reversible. I don't know if that's shown on camera, but it's a dark brown. But I'm not joking. Probably in my career, I've seen 2 or 3 guys with these mechanisms that allow you to, reverse your belt. I've seen these fail. They break. It's just one little, pinpoint in there. I don't know if you can see that. But they break. And if their pants aren't tight enough, they can't hold them up. So I don't ever run into that situation when I'm, at someone's wedding or whatnot. And not to mention the other end of this is fake leather. It's just this coating on here, and look at how much this is cracking. So it's cheap. It feels like this is going to break at any moment. It looks highly unprofessional. You don't get a good belt for $20. The quality is low. If you wear belts a lot, it's just going to be a repeat purchase that you have to do, every so many years. Why not buy something for life? And again, if I can get this belt from American Eagle, this no-name belt that whoever supplied to work with me for over 20 years and still be in pretty good condition, just imagine with this everyday belt with full grain leather, heavier duty hardware, imagine what that's going to do. So I am really looking forward to this belt. And you know what? With a little luck, I'll remember to do another review, let's say 20 years, and I'll tell you how these are going. But yeah, give them a look-see. Do some research, look at Reddit, talk to others. But, there's a lot of good companies that you're going to be able to find in America that make full grain leather belts. I can't think of any names at the top of my head. But give Hanks a try. Again, this is comfortable, doesn't sag, holds up really well, and I'm really looking forward to putting these on. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like, and we'll have more content coming to you in the future.